Oh, yeah, look, a zebra can't change his stripes either. And that man is sitting in the chair. I mean, he has been on the top of the industry. He has gotten what he's wanted through his whole entire life. And now he's sitting in a chair with the possibility of prison. You know, we talked about this in the Karen Reed case, too. And it's a frequent conversation about the presence of the defendant at trial, sitting in the chair, and always being perceived by the court, the jury. It is critical that they always put their best foot forward. Now, I do have a little problem with the instruction because he has a right to be there and he has a right to kind of show his emotion there. I think the problem is the connection with the jury. I mean, would it have been different if his eyes were away from the jury? Because they have to be able to show some emotion there, but at the same time, they have to be careful. So it's a constant conversation with the being in the courtroom because they have a right to be in the courtroom. And I think it'd be a mistake to either give that curative instruction or remove him, which could be an issue on appeal, which nobody wants to deal with on appeal or a reversal.
Yes, but just the way you say it.
Okay, David Bruno, that was a really good cross, as you know, got her tripped up. What does that do to the case overall? Is the defense team destroying some of the credibility of alleged victims?
Look, they're doing a good job when they have their opportunities. But the big problem for Diddy is the number of victims, the evidence at the search warrant, and the video with Cassie. And the video of Cassie is the nucleus of this government case because a lot of what we're hearing with Mia and Jane and all these other witnesses is really almost not believable. It's almost like it's coming from a fiction novel, right? We talk about these freak-offs. She was saying 24 to 30 hours without rest. 90% of the freak-offs involved other men. Right? And on this particular witness, Jane, she's going to have to really deal with the payments. And the payments go both ways for the defense. I mean, obviously the payments and the cross-examination on consent is going to be one thing, but the government's also going to use the payments and the threats to withhold the payments as that commercial act allegation, because there has to be something held back or of value for the commercial act. And then you throw on the force, the coercion, which is the element that's required in addition to the commercial act. So the money goes both ways because it also gets the government to the allegation that he was threatening to hold back the money for the commercial act.